Raheem is denying our daughter, and it's breaking my heart. We do have a 3-year-old together, and they have a great relationship. He's a great father to her. She loves her dad. All she do is talk about her dad. And I just want the same thing for my 2-year-old. I feel like she deserves the same love. She shouldn't have to feel like, why my daddy don't want me? He sees my 3-year-old, but he even refuses to even see or talk to my 2-year-old. Like, what type of person would do that to a child? So about a year ago, me and Raheem was gonna get married. Everything was going good in our relationship. And he came to me, he said he don't want no secrets between us. So he asked me, have I ever dealt with another person? You know, before I did tell him I only kissed a guy, but when he did ask me, you know, to come clean about everything, I told him I slept with another man. He just flipped the script. Everything changed. And he the one who asked. Like, if we was leaving the past in the past, what you asking me what I did for? Like, I don't understand. Facts, we was definitely toxic, but my thing is, I've been telling you for over a year to get a DNA test. Why not get it if you so adamant that she's not your child? So, y'all, he refused to pay for this DNA test, so I came to Karamo for the truth. Karamo, please tell this man he the daddy. Y'all can cut that if y'all want to, but I had to say that, for real.
Listen, we'll meet Lashonda a little later, so help me first welcome Raheem to the show so we can hear his side of the story. So you tell my audience to calm down when they was clapping about what Lashonda was saying. Why are you telling them to calm down?
She's a narcissist and a manipulator.
You think she's a narcissist manipulator?
Yeah.
Why?
First of all, let me be very transparent and clear. I'm never gonna take care of a child that's not mine. So if I don't know, I'm not gonna do that. It's a big difference in she actually has a son that when we got together, I'm gonna take care. He comes with you, so what comes with you comes with me. But if a child is made in the process of us not being together, I'm not obligated. Once me and you break up, I'm obligated to take care of what's mine and what I know is mine.
So listen, I completely respect and agree with that. But to your claims about narcissism manipulation, there's two things that you have exhibited those characteristics. You manipulated her by asking for transparency and then punished her after. And then narcissism comes in the fact that you said, I'm going to only take care of mine, what's mine, yet she's been asking you for a DNA test, and the reason that you're here on my show today is because you refuse to pay for one. So I would not throw stones unless you're watching your own behavior.
So from the jump, I told her when she mentioned the DNA test,
yes,
I did say, I'll go half with you.
Okay.
But then I sat back and I thought about it, and I was like, you put me in this situation. You lied to me. You told me that you only kissed a guy. And the truth is, I'm a great father. If a child is mine,
She said you were.
I'm gonna take care of my child. But since you put us in a situation, you pay for it.
Okay.
Simple as that.
Okay. Okay. I'm still hearing traits of narcissism, but I'm also hearing pain behind that. And so I'm going to get to the
There's a lot of pain behind it.
There's a pain, yeah. I can hear it. Are you denying the 2-year-old daughter?
I am.
Okay, then. So do you ever see this 2-year-old child?
When I FaceTime my daughter, if she's in the camera, I do acknowledge her.
Okay.
I know what it feels to be abandoned and not acknowledged, so I'm not going to do that to her. But when I get my Asia, I get my Asia. That's my child. I know for sure is my child.
Okay, then got it. And how's your relationship with your older daughter, Maisha?
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
I love her to death.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, do you think the younger one is suffering without a father?
I do believe that. I do believe, and that's why we're here today.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then. Did you have a connection with her when she was born?
No. So my daughter, so we actually have twin daughters. Maisha is a twin.
Okay.
And our daughter passed away at 4 months, which was a week after my dad passed away. So I buried my dad August 13th, and I buried my daughter August 14th.
Yeah.
And at first I thought, like, I'm not connecting with Kaori because I was grieving, but the truth is I wasn't grieving because I was so busy making sure everybody else is okay. But then after she, told me exactly what happened, it wasn't just a kiss, it started making more sense to me, like, maybe I'm not connecting because she's not mine.
Yeah.
And all my kids look alike.
And if she is your child, will you feel bad about the fact that you have not been there for her?
No, I won't feel bad because she put us in this place, in this spot.
Did she put you in this place?
She did.
Okay.
Because she lied. We here because you lied.
Well, I think it's time to hear from Lashonda. So everyone, please welcome Lashonda to the show.
You've been selling it because if you feel like that's
not your child for 2 years, why not get a DNA test?
Because it's your
Why
responsibility.
Stay?
You lied.
Still stay.
You
After I
lied.
told you. Why stay? Why not get a DNA test? Why drag her through the mud for 2 years? Why not let her have a father for
Where's
2
your
years?
responsibility?
What do you mean?
Where's your responsibility?
Okay, what was your responsibility when you had got 3 girls pregnant on me? Did I keep throwing it in your face?
You did.
Come on now.
You did. Every argument you threw it in my face.
You still wanted me to be in that child life that you made on me, though.
Absolutely. But let's be
But
clear.
you can't do the
Let's
same
be
for the
clear.
2-year-old.
Let's be
and
clear.
you don't even have the proof that you're not the daddy.
Let's be clear. I did say that when she said, hey, if that child is not mine, if that child is yours, because I had to get another DNA test about my other son, she said, if that child is yours, I hope you don't expect me to be in that child's life or act like a mother. And I said,
tell the whole truth.
Cut
Tell
it out.
the whole
You just
truth.
talk. Cállate la
Tell the
boca.
whole
You just
truth.
talk. You just
Tell
talk.
the whole
So I
truth.
said to her, I said that I understand that being that this baby was made when we was at a place where we wasn't together, but we knew that we still wanted our family. I understand if it takes you a process in a minute to bond with that child. I'm not forcing you. All I ask is eventually that you try to come because he's a part of me. And if you cannot value my child while you with me, then you're not for me.
Okay, and yes, we did say that.
Hold on one second. But isn't that almost identical, because I'm taking your words again, isn't that almost identical to what she's asking you with this child that you see on FaceTime? She's saying, it's a part of me. So if you want
It's a part of her, but we're not together.
But you wanted your family back, though.
I did want my family back.
Okay, so if we get back together, that would be a child that's a part of me.
But listen, if it's a part of you, let me ask you a question. When it come down to your son, anytime we was in a relationship...
This is not about my son, though.
And I love him.
This is about Kaori.
So you just made a statement, and the statement that you made was this: she's a part of me. If we was to get back together and she wasn't my child, then it's my obligation to love her and value her just like I will value mine.
Okay, so what was
but we're
that
not
love
together,
and
so I
value
don't
when
have
we
nothing
was
to
together,
value
though?
but what's mine.
You just sat here and said you had no connection when you was in my life. What was the love and value when we was together? Where it was then? And yes, I did say, Karamo, I did tell him, I was like, it's gonna take me a minute, to get connected because you had this child on me. But let's also talk about how I did reach out to the mother, and I told you over and over, he said, I don't think that's my child. I said, Raheem, well, if it's not your child, until you get that DNA test, you need to step up for that baby, because what if he is? That's what I told you, right?
And I told her that you overstepped your boundary because I don't want to get connected to that child and then that child wound up not being mine.
So I told you,
I
slept with her, so that was a possibility.
But it wasn't your job to go to her.
With her, so that
wasn't your job. Your job was
was
in the house and you barely could keep up with that.
Okay, but you keep. Now that's crazy. First of all.
Don't think about it, baby. Let it out.
First of all. You keep talking about I overstepped my boundaries.
You did. It wasn't your place.
But you keep making it
your
about
place
your
was in
trauma.
that household.
That child is innocent. That child still deserves a father and a mother.
And if you didn't open your legs or lie, then we wouldn't be here.
You sitting here making me out to be the hoe.
I'm not making you out to be a hoe. Because if anything, I applaud you and I applauded you out here. I'm not making you to be a hoe, but the truth and the reality is you opened your legs and not just your lips. And we here. Okay.
But you wasn't there, so what got to do with you?
Any child that I had when we wasn't broken up, guess what? I'm there for them.
Okay, but let me ask you a question.
That I know, and they all had DNA tests.
Let me ask you a question. Do you know when I slept with him?
You told me you slept with him around the time that we broke up.
Okay. I never told you when I slept with him.
Okay.
You was a lie.
Well, I don't know what to believe out your mouth because you lied about the kiss.
Raheem, you've been lying for 4 years.
How has this affected your daughter?
So even though she's 2 years old, a child gonna notice when one child get to go with their dad and she don't. A child gonna notice when you're on FaceTime with my sister, how you only just say, hey, and that's it. A child gonna notice. And for you to be abandoned in the hospital and that hurts you, and you was in her life for over a year, why do it to her?
Okay, so I think it's time to go ahead and unlock this DNA too. No, you can sit right here. I'm gonna go ahead and have you do it. Have you open it. The reason, Raheem, I don't want you to open this right now is because of what I've seen you exhibit on this stage right now. At the end of the day, the person that has been suffering the most from this is this woman, and I don't know what's in this envelope. I want to be very clear. I do it on purpose on this show. I don't know what the DNA results is, so we all gonna find out together. Before you open this, I want you to share with him your last feelings.
I'm not going to say in our relationship I did everything right, but I would never pin a baby on you. And it hurts me because I know she would be hurting. I know I did what I did, but he's punishing my daughter for my actions. And that's not fair. You know I didn't have my dad. You didn't have your dad. Why would you do the same thing to her? How you think that make her feel? It makes no sense, Raheem. We didn't have to come here for this. You did this for 2 years. For what? Raheem, Kaori is your biological daughter. I told you. I told you. I told you. I told you. For 2 years. 2 years. What you got to say? You had so much to say. What you got to say now? What you got to say? In front of all these people, you denied her.
I did.
Oh, I slept with somebody. I did that. But what the results say, though? What they say? She don't look like you, but you share the same DNA. Shame on you.
I apologize for what I put you through.
I don't want the apology. Kaori deserves it, not me. You got your results. What you gonna do now? Now we share 3 kids.
Be there for my child like I've been for every other child.
I'm going to suggest, as I've said since the minute you walked out here, I see the man that you want to be, but there is a lot of growth that needs to happen. Yeah. It is very unfortunate that for 2 years, you allowed this to go on. And there is now a young woman, a little girl, your daughter, who you will have to explain to why she was denied for 2 years. I'm going to tell you the first thing that you're going to take the step. And this is from me as a father telling you as another father. You could never disrespect this woman ever again. I've shared this on the show before. No matter what my son's mother and I have been through, they cannot sit here and tell you once they have ever heard me or say one thing negative about their mother. You have to model this now. You have to be the model. That's the first piece of advice. Secondly, you got to watch your tone. So if you want to lead your family, you have to be able to hear first. And I think that's the thing that people miss sometimes.
I feel like I make no excuses on I need help deep down.
And I believe that.
And I'm not trying to make myself sound good, but I do my best to be the best father that I can be. Kaori has suffered. And I think more of why I didn't get the DNA myself, I was saving myself the pain, and it was selfish. And that,
Well,
and
you didn't get the DNA test because you were grieving. And I said that to you within 6 minutes of this show. I recognized that you were grieving your father and another child that you lost. And instead of leaning into the grief, you decided to focus on something else. And the next time you're grieving, God forbid something happens, you need to lean into it and not try to hyperfixate or focus on something else.
Can I say one more thing?
You can.
One of the other reasons why, and if she says it's not true, she's a lie. And I'm not painting her a bad picture, but I did not get a DNA test because she has said numerous times out of her own mouth, whether she being petty or angry or not, that my age is not my child and Kaori is not my child neither. So she has said those numerous of times, numerous arguments too. So
You still making excuses.
that's not an excuse.
It is.
It's when you
I said what
put
I
me in a
said,
place
but why
of
not get the
she's
DNA
not your
test?
child.
You still making
You
excuses.
put me in but I know that she's my child now. And I do regret not being there for her because she's the only child that suffered. In the same way that I'm here, I've been there for my other kids, I'm going to be there for her. I can't make up the lost time. I only can move forward. That's still
I was grieving too, but I couldn't stop being a mother.
But I never took time.
I couldn't stop being a mother.
I never stopped being a
So
father.
let me tell you what I prayed. I know that you'll make amends with your child. Now you know you'll start doing the work, but I pray that you watch this episode back alone. And I hope that you watch and see our interaction. This is the gift that God has given you, for you to watch yourself back with a trained professional to narrate what you're doing and use this as a moment and a tool to be better. Listen, I wish you all the best of luck in this. I'm so sorry for everything you've been through. I'm so sorry for everything you've been through, but I hope you can grow together after this. Everyone, stay with us, friends. We'll be right back with more.